Walker, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And Owen, my friend, my dude, my brother. It is so good to see you again.
Good to see you. Happy to be here.
All right. I'm going to start with you, Owen, because I have a feeling, and I'm not ruining anything by saying this, but I have a feeling there is use of a fanny pack in this movie. And I just have this feeling that you still wear a fanny pack, maybe not on a regular basis. I love the grin. But am I right? You probably at least own one in real life.
I own not just one, I own three, because you never know when you're going to need it. I mean, they just make sense, right? I feel like they get a bad rap, so I'm hoping that this movie helps restore some of the dignity that fanny pack should have. I think one problem, just from a marketing standpoint, is the name fanny pack maybe needs a little sprucing up because it does kind of put it in a certain, in a certain world that I think it's maybe ready to move out of.
I knew that was perfect for you, man. The entire time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, as many years as I've known you, I'm like, dude, I got to ask about that. Walker, that being said, as you can tell, I've known Owen a long time. He's just an awesome guy. I love that guy so much. Tell me about the very first time you met him.
I met him I think it was right before we started filming. I came out 2 weeks early to hang out with like the rest of the cast to get to know him a little bit. And the first time I met him, I did like a Zoom call with him. And we went over a couple of scenes and stuff. But I think the first time I met him in person was, when was that? I can't remember. I think it was the pizza scene, maybe. We had a scene where we had to do, we had to like play these video games in the school baseball thing, and we could actually play it. And they had like the real game on the TV. And Owen ordered a bunch of like pizza. And so we were both really, really hungry that day. And yeah, we ate a lot of pizza.
I have the visual of that happening. I wish I could have been there. That sounds good right now. Owen, let's talk about the father-son relationship and how special that is for you. Probably maybe one of the reasons you took on this role.
Yeah, I think, that sort of dynamic that you have. I know my brothers and I growing up kind of really sort of looking up to my dad and kind of idolizing him. And I thought that sort of, that's kind of what, I think every kid, you go through a period of seeing your parents as perfect, and then you get to the teenage years and, there's a little bit more conflict and the relationship kind of, changes a little bit. So I think that, what was kind of funny about the setup for this is that, Walker's dad, I actually am a superhero, but yet the challenges of kind of connecting and are very real. And it's just what you kind of struggle with, because I feel like as kind of a parent and then a little bit as a kid, you get cast into these roles kind of where all of a sudden you're the guy saying no and saying, no, you can't do this and you got to go to bed now. And it's, how did it switch from either the person saying, oh, please, can I just stay up later? Can we go do this? But it's when you can kind of break through those roles and kind of connect as people that, of course, is what, kind of what you strive for.
Oh, and I love you, dude. Seriously, so good to see you, brother. It means a lot to see you today. Walker, great to meet you. You guys did a great. This movie I really enjoyed it. Mom and I actually watched it together, and we had such a great time.
Thank you.
I love it. It's just fun. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Next time. All right, brother. See you. Monoma, great to meet you. And Keith, great to see you again, man. We met at Good Boys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
And I'm going to add a bonus to that. You are also now, this interview is also airing on 106.1 KISS FM. And I know you know that station because you are from Fort Worth, Texas, my friend.
Hey, I know that station. I hear it all the time.
And finally, you made it to KISS FM. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Great to have you. Momona, I want to ask, what made this so much fun for you? Because as I watched this, yeah, there's a lot of excitement, adrenaline, superhero movie, but I just feel like you all had a lot of fun making this.
Oh yeah, I think honestly the cast and just every individual person that was involved, it was like really perfect. I think the crew, the directors, the producers, everyone was just so kind on set, and just that energy for me, it just really helped, kind of really get into like the mindset of the characters and like what it would be like to be kind of like, saving the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was really fun.
You're saving the world. You are a superhero. I declare it officially right now. Keith, with that being said, could you feel the adrenaline? Could you feel the excitement? I mean, I think making a superhero movie would be, on just so next level.
Yeah, when we were filming the secret headquarters, like literally the entire time, especially like once we got like at least a month in, when we started doing all the running scenes and running around set, it literally felt real, like we were actually being chased by the mercenaries and attempting to hide the source.
We did so much running.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and that was going to be my next question about how physical it was, because it seems like there were a lot of scenes. I'm not ruining anything, but there was just a lot of jumping around, a lot of moving around. Okay, so that's true. All right, Monoma, tell me, I understand that you all actually filmed this in a mall. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. It's actually like an old mall, and it was in this food court, which is really, really cool. I don't know if you want to add to that.
Yeah, we filmed in the exact same mall they
S-
filmed the
Stranger Things
in.
series. So like, yeah, all of the old like food court
The
signs
stores,
were up.
they were like there. Starcourt was still on the door, actually. It still says Starcourt.
It was super cool.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. All right, Keith, you're getting this question. Monoma, you're about to get it. Keith, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and what would you use it for?
My superpower would be telekinesis, and I would use it to grab things without getting up. Because what else?
Because what else? Monoma, you get the last word. What would be your superpower and what would you use it for?
I've been saying teleportation. I think that would be really useful.
People, I've heard that because I feel like people want to get around and don't want to deal with traffic anymore. And I'm right there with you. So if I could put both of your powers together in one, as Keith says, why not?
Exactly.
All right, y'all. Great to see you. Have a fantastic day. And seriously, again, congratulations on a fun film.
Thank you.
Take care. See you. Abby, Kezii, great to see you both.
What's going on, man? You.
All right. Abby, I'm going to start with you. How much fun was making this movie for you?
It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Well, the cast was amazing. And I mean, the whole environment of filming was so much fun. Our location that we filmed at was like incredible. And we could all just run around the whole set. It was so fun.
And it shows when you watch this, but it also, because am I right when I say that the adrenaline rush was there as well? Like you could feel the excitement of, being in a superhero movie.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It definitely was like, it was new. I've never really worked on anything like this. So it was new and it was exciting.
All right. So Abby, that going along that line then, tell me about what the set looked like, because if I'm not mistaken, I read that you guys actually worked like in a mall. It was like a mall. Okay, it was. So that, Abby.
Oh my gosh. So it was a mall, but the actual set we filmed in did not look like a mall at all. They had like transformed it completely. It was like dark, cave-like. I mean, it was incredible to be in there, and there were gadgets everywhere, and there was like a vending machine with all these cool snacks, and there were motorcycles. I mean, it was incredible. But the second you like walked out a curtain, you would see like an abandoned mall. It was really cool.
All right. Because I'm going to ask you right now, if you could have any superhero power, what would it be and what would it be for?
I think I would pick super speed. And I would pick super speed just so I can be like 8 different places at once. Just to have that option. I could be here, or I could be in like Nebraska, or I could be in Alaska. Just at the same time.
Alaska.
Yeah, it's rhyming. I love it. It's so awesome. All right, Abby, same question for you. You're going to get the last word on this. What superhero power would you want and what would you use it for?
Teleportation. to be at more than one place at once. So like cheer practice and press for SHQ.
Shoot, yeah, man.
Yeah,
And you could go to Nebraska and then Alaska.
Then Alaska.
that's true. Or Alaska than Nebraska.
Mm.
All right. Congratulations to you both. Fantastic job. Really enjoyed watching this movie. I knew I could tell watching it. Y'all had a bunch of fun. So that's
We
the
did.
most important thing. Cool. Thanks so much. Talk later.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye. I will start by saying, Jesse, great to meet you. And
Too.
Michael, my brother. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Jesse. Michael's come to visit us here in Houston. He has actually been on the set. He's been visited us in person. We've hung out many times, and that's the kind of great guy that he is. Good to see you, man.
Wow. Wow.
Go.
Target. I see you. Okay. I love Houston.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Michael, are you the bad guy?
See, that's crazy that you say that, dude, because I'm not, it's a person that sees potential money grab and can make a lot of money with this technology. And I think that's, he's in the board of one. He's his own investor and he wants to make money.
As American as apple pie.
He's American as apple pie.
So many ways to take that. I love that. Jesse, I want to know by the way, Sela, great movie. I remember seeing that. Good.
Thanks.
Seriously, man, amazing film.
Thank you.
And that's actually, it makes this question interesting. When you work on a superhero movie that looked fun to film, is that a complete different mindset than any other acting?
For me, I mean, Mike's got a lot more experience in that world, but for me, this being my first foray into it, it's a different mindset for sure. It's lighter, a little more like pliable and playful, and you're bringing something. You're trying to bring some heat to the role, but the tenor of the entire film, knowing that the audience is young adults, that it's kids, that there's inherently this adventurous experience you want to give them. I think about my kids watching it and all that. So that is fun, and you're in this. Kind of made me 12 years old again, excited in this headquarters that we were in. It's a playhouse. So you're kind of living vicariously through the audience in that sense. You're keeping them in mind. So yeah, that's different.
Michael, I get to ask you a question today that I've never asked you before because, well, the genre just, didn't really fit. But I wrote this. I'm like, I can't wait to hear this answer. If you could have any superhero power, what would it be, and what would you use it for?
Knitting. And I would knit but I'm talking about like really intricate weaving. You know what I mean? So like if you think about it, like Kevlar vests, they're weaving. So I'm like, imagine if they were like, I could make airplanes, like I can make all this, use it in a bunch of different ways to make all this amazing new tech
By hand.
weaving.
Okay.
But like I'm not talking about just any regular weaving. I'm like, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is amazing. You get a shield.
Like a spider.
I feel you.
You
That
can
makes
make, well,
sense.
maybe you make a shield for a spider. I don't know.
So, Jesse, final word. What superpower would you have, and what would you use it for?
Let's see. I've answered this a few different ways. Let's superpower. My first answer was being able to speak and understand every language in the world. So I can go anywhere, understand anything, be on any elevator, and hear them talk crap about me and surprise them by speaking in their native tongue. That would be that's a selfish superpower. I'd go back to my answer as a kid, which would be to fly.
Yeah.
And I would use it to get the best pizza in New York anytime I wanted without having to wait in traffic.
But do you get miles? You know what I mean? Like, do you get certain, like, it's.
I would have a relationship with air traffic control and.
We've all been to the airport recently. We all know what it's like. That's
Yeah.
definitely it. Hey, seriously, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Pena, it's great to see you again, brother. Seriously, man, you're the best.
Thank you.
Good
Good to
one.
see you.